Hello, welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls, presented in Stereoscopic 3D and in 2560 pixels by 1440 pixels. This particular edition of the Let's Play is presented in Stereoscopic 3D because, let's face it, Stereoscopic 3D is my favorite viewing method. Is it really any surprise to learn that? I certainly hope not. So, in the last part, I finally was able to get myself out of the terrible Blighttown area up to Firelink Shrine, which is a very safe-feeling location. Of course, it's not actually safe, but compared to Blighttown, it's a relief. So, first thing I actually need to do is sit here and just rest at this bonfire, because I think my bonfire was still set down in the swamp, and that is no good. Alright, so now that I'm back here, I can go to one of the two locations that I know of to replace my cursed self with my normal self, thanks to the use of a purging stone. Man, I've been playing this game on so-called hard mode for about, I think, 9-10 parts, but I feel like now I'm a better gamer. I'm a better Dark Souls player thanks to it. So hopefully I'll be able to make some amazing things happen in the proceeding parts. Is proceeding like future parts? I know preceding is previous parts. I don't know. I guess I gotta look that up. Seems so, because prefix pros like 4. I don't know. I need to look it up. So, you might notice something a bit odd on my heads-up display here. And that is that my Estus Flask icon looks like a Mountain Dew bottle. I am using a mod that replaces the texture of the Estus Flask with a Mountain Dew bottle. Let me just do it again real quick in case that was difficult to see. So, Mountain Dew is my favorite soda of all times. I'm very glad that I found this mod on the Dark Souls Nexus page. I just had to install it. It's freaking Mountain Dew, man. So I got Mountain Dew in my Dark Souls. Now, this lady does indeed sell the Purging Stones. In Part 15, when I came here to check for Purging Stones, I wasn't paying enough attention and I missed it. But I'm not going to buy the Purging Stone from her. I'm actually going to go and purchase it from the guy at the top of the bell tower, near where I fought the bell gargoyles, and that will allow me to purchase the Purging Stones for half the cost. I believe he sells them for 3,000. Now, the reason I know this is because, like I said, I looked it up to find out where and when I could actually remove my curse, because it was really bothering me, this curse. So now that I know, I will go to the shortcut through the Undead Parish, go up the elevator. That will take me to where I can go to get up to the top of the church and find that strange man who stands there with arms outstretched. Wait a minute, I thought this guy's still here. He said he was leaving. The lady was here with 2 other guys, one of which was a man of few words. And they said they were going into the catacombs.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady.
Convenient, so you can sell me miracles.
Near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
I guess this dude, I don't know, went to sleep and they just left without. How could he possibly lose her? Obviously, the reason he's still here is because he needs to sell you miracles, so I won't pretend like I believe the story that's being told to me. Alright, so some other things that need to be mentioned about what I'm doing here. Another thing that I have changed since the previous part is I am now using VSSAO 2 in DS Fix, which is volumetric screen space ambient occlusion. It's a modified version of it that was done by, I believe... Crap, I forgot the guy's name. but I believe it was done by another guy and then implemented into DS Fix when it became... Ooh. What the... I don't even know what just happened. I think he got like a backstab off on me. Okay, so I gotta go back to the Firelink Shrine. Alright, so anyways, this guy made a modified version of volumetric screen space ambient occlusion. I'm using that now, and it is pretty good looking. It's not really visible here, just because this is an outdoor area and there's a lot of sunlight everywhere, but in interiors, in areas that are lit only by like torches and things, it looks really good. But the problem is that it's very taxing on the system, and I'm only getting 27 frames per second right now. 23, 25. So I'm gonna try it for this part, but I might have to get rid of it. Just because of how it unfortunately is just too much. Now, where are my souls at? So make sure they're not down here somewhere. Alright, there they are at the top. So I don't really want to fight this guy here because weird things happen. Come on, cover my lost power. Thank you. But I'm definitely not getting the frame rate I expect right now. It's weird because it's actually more viable to use this version of the screen space ambient occlusion on when I'm playing in 2D at 2560 by 1440, just because it's only, that resolution is only 78% larger than 1080p, while playing this in stereoscopic 3D at 1080p is actually twice the resolution of 1080p. It's 3840 by 1080. That's how many pixels have to be rendered to make this happen. So, yeah, 25 frames per second. I'm not going to be able to go with this. I'm going to have to go back to the regular screen space ambient occlusion method, even though this does look quite a bit better. Whoops, I didn't mean to kick. So that's something that I decided to try out, and unfortunately does not actually do it for me. Whoops. Alright, so also another thing is I'm still using Helix mod, of course, which has to be used to make this game work in stereoscopic 3D, but I'm using a different version of it, a version that has no HUD scaling. And the reason I did that is because, I was having some issues with the health bar not appearing in the correct location. No idea why that was. And also because I installed a couple of texture mods, the first of which is the Mountain Dew bottle icon, which is a separate mod from the actual Mountain Dew Estes Flask texture in the real game world, the one you see when she takes a drink. So I had to get rid of the version that scaled down the HUD of the Helix mod because it did not properly scale down this new added texture, the replaced texture for the Mountain Dew bottle in the lower left of the screen. Okay, whoops. Purging Stone, 3,000 souls. I'm gonna buy 2 just so I don't have to come back here. And I guess I can buy an indictment. Why not? Thank you very much, sir.
How honorable of you.
Everybody's got to laugh. Everyone's got to get their stupid little laugh in. Alright, so let's do this. God dang, it's been so long that I've been cursed. Let's make this curse go away. Oh my gosh. I am restored. I have 1 humanity left as well. It's pretty bad. I had a lot more humanities earlier, but I've died so many times as a result of the curse. But that's what can happen on your first playthrough of a Souls game. you can have very, very bad things happen. But fortunately, that experience is now done, and I can continue as normal. Okay, I tried to do a parry there. For some reason it didn't work. And this frame rate is abysmal. Whoa. It's so bad. But I'm gonna finish this part and then I will get rid of the VSSAO version 2. But for now, this is fine. Oh, that was actually in the line of sight. So let me just drink a Mountain Dew real quick. Goodbye. Another thing I want to do is I want to choose a weapon and I want to upgrade it. This dragon sword is, I think, outliving its usefulness for me. So I want to choose another type of weapon to use, and it's not going to be a broken straight sword, I can assure you of that. Possibly the Falchion. It's a heavy dexterity bonus weapon, which is what I'm doing. I'm doing a dexterity playthrough. And let's just see how this... Oops, wrong button. Just want to see how this feels. It's got that special attack, which I would prefer to be able to kick, but I think all primarily dexterity weapons have that kind of a flashy whooah attack. Yeah, controls basically the same as the scimitar. Just confirm this. Heavy attack. Yep, it's exactly the same. So I think I'm going to go with the Falchion for now. Get a few upgrades on the Falchion, and that will be my weapon of choice for the time being. Cool thing about Dark Souls and Demon Souls as well is it's not really about power gaming. It's not about finding the best weapons and the best build and then playing it like that. No. This game is designed to be played multiple times in multiple different ways. The way you do it is you decide, okay, I'm going to do this certain type of character. I want to get this certain weapon maxed out, and that's going to be my playthrough. And then I'll try a different weapon and a different build in my next game. And you can do that in this game because even though I've been playing about... Let me see if it'll allow me to see how long I've been playing. Not here. I think I've been playing about 15 hours or so as Claudette Sim. And I don't know why I just sat down there again. But I've been playing about 15 hours, and really, if you know what you're doing, you can get this as far as I am in 3-4 hours. Just because if you know what you're doing, you know where the enemies are, you know where the items are, you can progress so quickly.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me?
Okay. Give him the large ember.
Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
So that's what he needed for modified equipment, I think. Don't have any weapons to ascend at the moment. I can do some repairs. I do have the ability to upgrade this Drake sword, though I don't think I will, because, like I said, I'd rather choose to upgrade my Falchion, which is only slightly better than the scimitar. However, the Falchion has a B rank... can I see here? Yes, I can. Falchion has a B rank dexterity bonus. And actually, so does this scimitar. I thought it was a C. I don't know why I thought that. I guess I was thinking of the Gargoyle Tail Axe, which is C. But I mean, the Falchion is just straight up better. I mean, yeah, it's heavier by 1 weight, but that's not a big deal. You just put in 1 point of endurance, and that's compensated for. So I think I will go with Reinforce the Falchion. And I should be able to do it several times. So I was at 82, now I'm at 90, now I'm about to be at 98. And Titanite Shards, I have enough to get it up to 106. Do not have enough Titanite Shards, but I can purchase some from this dude right now. For 800 souls each. Oops. No. No. I didn't mean to stop talking to you, dude. Alright. Reinforce my weapon, Falchion, 2+4. And I need to purchase 3 more. That's going to be...
Don't get your knife.
It's going to be requiring me to use some soul items here. Let's just equip these. I don't think I need that equipped at the moment. Just use some of my lesser souls. Large soul of the undead. And soul of the lost undead. Snap these souls. Snap. 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 Very good.
Well, hello. You
So
seem to
it's going to be
doing all right.
2,400 souls to purchase the necessary shards. And that leaves me with enough to reinforce once again. About plus 5. Now, really...
Don't get your neither.
Okay. Really, I should be running around with high amounts of humanity so that I can get a better item discovery rate. Right now, my item discovery is 150, with 1 humanity stocked up. But I am new to this game, and I have a lot to lose by running around with 5, 6, 7 humanities. It is entirely possible that I die and then I'm unable to get back to my humanity, so I'm not going to be taking that kind of a risk on my first playthrough. I'm playing it safe. Alright, let's see if I can do any level ups here. 5,567. Yeah. That would be quite a lot of souls to snap. I don't think I want to do right now. But I do want to access the inventory. So let's see here. It's so annoying that it doesn't allow you to just see what is in your current inventory, rather than every single thing. Scimitar, Crouching plus 5, 123, which is still less, quite a bit less than the Drake Sword. But, it's okay. It'll get there. So you keep leveling it up. Gargoyle Tail Axe is actually my backup weapon, I guess. Morning Star. No, thank you. Longbow I need, light crossbow. But I guess the heavy crossbow is better. I don't know. The heavy crossbow might fire slower. I don't know. I don't really use it at all, so that's not a big deal. Night Shield, as you can see, actually doesn't look like the Night Shield should, because I am using a modded version of the texture for the Night Shield. Eagle Shield. I think it's so heavy. So damn heavy. No, it's not that heavy. Barely heavier than Night Shield.
This is one of the other mods I installed. Just take a look at it. Changes the Night Shield from blue and red to just black. Looks pretty nice. Yeah. That's alright, but I'm not using the Night Shield right now, I think. Yeah, I think Spider Shield's fine. I didn't see if there were any Spider Shield texture mods. Probably are. Alright, so where am I going next? Where I'm going next is something that I will confess that I learned about from watching a video. The video that I watched was by the same guy that made the texture, the high resolution texture mods that I'm using for like the game world and things. I found that he has a YouTube channel and he did a Let's Play of Dark Souls, and I watched the beginning of his play, and it was the first time I've seen someone play this game who really knows what they're doing. And it's just night and day from someone like me who has no idea what he's getting into with Dark Souls, which was also the case for K Maelstrom when I watched his playthrough. So I'm going to do something that I saw him do, which was run beyond the dragon and get himself to the bonfire that is behind the gate over there. Successful riposte, despite the laggy frame rate. So... Is that guy following me? It sounds like it. Oh yeah, this guy comes. So I'm gonna go deal with the... Getting past that getting past the Drake, getting to the bonfire. This upgraded falchion kills him in 2 hits. That's pretty decent. And this guy, I will just run behind him. Oops, that didn't work. Ooh. Die, suckers. Okay. Surprised that strike missed, but it's okay. Ooh. Just ignore him. He's really no threat. As long as I stay out of the line of his sight. Let's take out this guy here. Oh yeah, I can't kick anymore. I can get some sweet riposts in. I'm gonna drop some. A spear. So I imagine there are people that have done full playthroughs. Whoa. Full playthroughs with the battered sword hilt. Imagine somebody's crazy enough to have done that. It's absolutely ridiculous, but can't be denied. That's a hell of a challenge. I wonder if you can upgrade the battered sword or the broken sword hilt. Seems like you wouldn't be able to, because to upgrade the battered sword hilt or the broken sword hilt would mean that you fix the broken sword hilt, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense to like sharpen up a broken sword hilt. You'd fix it. I mean, that's what you'd use your tight knife for. Another thing that I need to take care of in the unfinished business department is this Black Knight. So I'm going to attempt to do that. And I actually played a little bit of Kelso Finnegan this weekend, taking my newfound knowledge of the Undead Burg and the Undead Parish, thanks to having played it as Claudette Sim. I progressed through this place in an extremely rapid manner, way quicker than I did as Claudette Sim. It was ridiculous. It took me like an hour and a half to do what it took me 4 hours to do in this playthrough. And one of the things I did was take on this knight here. And the way I did it was I pulled him all the way down the stairs. Whoa! That strike is dangerous. I pulled him all the way down these spiral staircase here to the open. But it turns out that it's actually easier and less dangerous to fight him in the staircase, just because you can avoid all of his strikes. Well, almost all of them. Let's just back up a little bit. Oh, he's doing it. Ah, he got me. That's the one that is really dangerous. Okay. Oh, he did it again. Weird, because I was able to kill him before we got to the bottom of the steps on my Kelso Finnegan character. But not this time. There you go. And you get a Titanite chunk, which is pretty nice. So let's see. This is where I'm trying to get to. Right there. To do that, I am first going to save myself my progress. Oh, I should not have done that, sliding down that ladder. But I'm gonna save my progress at the bonfire over in the Undead Burg area. You know the one I'm talking about. I should not have slid down there, because I slid down there when I was playing the other day, and I fell through the world. That is, unfortunately, what can happen with the 60 FPS fix. Physics get messed up at times, and you can also fall through the world when sliding down ladders. Gotta be real careful here. It's always dangerous coming through that direction. Owned. Trying to get pretty good at doing riposts, but it does involve knowing exactly the timings on the enemy's strikes. So I'm just gonna run up here, get some free souls. Man, this frame rate is really terrible, and I know exactly why too. It's because of this VSSAO2. But it makes the game look so nice, but unfortunately, it hits the frame rate way too hard. Alright, so is there anything I need to do here? This bonfire has not been upgraded, so I can't get back up to 10 Estus flasks. And I'm not going to give myself humanity, because I'm about to do something that is highly risky. Attempting to get past the dragon. But fortunately, thanks to watching that playthrough, I'll tell you his name in the next part. I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't know why I forget, but by watching him, I saw how he did it, and it was you go to this spot, and then you just wait for the dragon to come down. He jumps off there, comes down here, and you can just run past. And apparently, he says it's a 50-50 on whether the dragon just comes down and then breathes fire down in that direction where I'm running from, or if he breathes it in this direction. Fortunately, he did not breathe it in this direction. And we got some hollows here. So the dragon, I think he flies away. Yeah, he just goes over there. I guess he does a big circuit. I want to actually see where he's going. Is he coming back this way, or... No, he flies off into the distance. So cool. Alright. These guys are non-threatening, so I won't deal with them just yet. Bonfire has been lit. Now, I can pick up these pieces. What am I hearing? Oh, it's the guys beneath me that have respawned. Claymore. Not going to be using that, even though it is, of course, a badass weapon. Gigantic great sword. But that's not Claudette Sim. I know the game says that you don't have any difference in attributes from playing a male or a female character, but Claudette Sim, she's got to be dexterous. She's got to be quick. She can't wield those gigantic weapons. All right? That's how I play it. That's how I role play my Let's Play. And if you don't like it, then you got to find another world, a world in which reality is that sexual dimorphism is not a real thing. That is not the world of Dark Souls that I'm playing right now. These guys, I don't think that they really need to be allowed to continue in their misery. Need light. What a beautiful vista. Screenshot worthy, if you ask me. Now, I don't actually know what is over in this direction, because the guy I was watching did not actually go over here. He just got the bonfire, opened the gate, and then continued on. Hollow. I wonder if there are false walls in this game. I don't remember if there were in Demon Souls. Okay, so there's actually nothing here. For the moment. Just a little courtyard with an overlook. And a broken statue. I guess that's the forest beneath me. Seems likely. But I think I will end this part here at the bonfire. Seems like a good place to bring an end to this episode. So this has been an episode of basically dealing with things that need to be dealt with rather than progressing through the world. But in the next episode, what will I do? Will I be progressing, or is there something else I need to take care of? I think this is about it. There were some more things that I learned from watching that playthrough of the fellow, but I'm going to pretend, and I'll talk about what they are in the next episode, but I'm going to pretend like I never knew about them, and I'm not going to go out of my way to do them. I'm going to, I think, go back to Blighttown and finish up in the swamp area down beneath. Also, there are some extra items I can pick up that I didn't get, such as one of the ones that requires you to do a jump. Unfortunately, I failed in the jump multiple times, as you've seen, but I will try it again, and we'll see if I can get that item. Hopefully it's worth it. Probably not. It's probably just a large soul of a proud knight. Though a large soul of a proud knight's pretty good anyways. All right, so that's enough blabbing. This has been an episode mostly of me blabbing and running around. So let's bring this to a close, and join me in the next episode, please. Part 24 of my playthrough of Dark Souls in Stereoscopic 3D and in 1440p. See you next time.